Hey guys, welcome to our safety brief. I'm gonna finish my speech and Brandon's gonna put his phone away. What's up,
Sorry.
buddy?
Uh, Sorry, I got titties in my inbox, so
Oh,
yeah.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's always good to be back. I feel like I'm always gone, man.
Yeah. Well, for those of you joining us for the first time, I'm JD. This is Brandon.
Hi.
And as he just said, he's here whenever he wants to. How do you land this gig where you can come in and out as you please? 'Cause I heard about Vegas.
Well, what happened to Vegas stays in Vegas, so we're not going to talk about that.
Fair.
Fair. There's a gag order, a couple NDAs, so
gag orders.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what you're doing there. Welcome to the safety brief, y'all.
Hi,
Hey.
it's Fred style. You would expect nothing less from us, honestly, right?
Yeah. On a Friday at 2:00.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So last week on the show, if you guys watched, we were talking about how Brandon was out in Vegas. You were gone. You weren't gone. You were disappeared. And now you're here.
Now I'm back again.
How's Vegas? It
was great. Dan and I went out and we took part in a charity poker tournament, raising money with the Las Vegas Metro Police Department for scholarships for kids in the city. And so we raised a boatload of money. Dan, for all of his flaws, plays a great game of poker. Did really, really well, especially considering he was playing against guys like Austin Eckler, the running back for the Chargers, porn stars, other celebrities that were just throwing down ridiculous amounts of cash. Dan held his own, so it was a good time. Anything else outside of that, I can't talk about.
NDAs, gag orders.
NDAs, gag orders.
Tracking.
Yeah, it was exactly what you would expect from me in Las Vegas.
And Dan.
Hey, yeah, and Dan. Yeah. The fact that we made it back alive, like
the fact that you guys are still employed,
nothing less than a miracle.
The fact that you guys are still employed.
Yeah.
But welcome back. I'm glad to have you here.
Thanks.
It's a lot of things going on here at Grunt Style. Happy Red. It's Red Friday. I know we're not wearing red, but I promise our intentions are true. We're not total shitbags.
Red. Remember everybody deployed.
Sir.
It's easy to say, oh, well, the war in Iraq and Afghanistan's over. Like, we withdraw and all this stuff, but there's still thousands and thousands and thousands of troops deployed all over the world, missing birthdays, missing home, missing anniversaries, missing holidays, Christmas, all that stuff.
Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Yeah, there's still people deployed out there, towing the line, doing all the things that our nation does, keeping us safe. And if you pick up the paper, look at the news, you see troops still out there doing what we do best. So
carrying that torch of freedom.
Yeah, carry that torch of freedom, just like we say in the Fort Toast salute. So they're still out there, they're rocking and rolling, and we appreciate that sacrifice, and we remember that. And the Red campaign, Remember Everyone Deployed, is just our way that we acknowledge that sacrifice that's still going on, and those guys and gals that are still out there missing all these things that the rest of us get to do and celebrate. So
yeah, well said. And even though it is Friday and it's red, it's also Police Week. I kind of want to talk about that. When we talk about traditions, red is one of those traditions. And if you're able to look at my front left chest, breast, whatever this is called,
looking at it,
we have our support those who serve Blue Line shirts. So, happy Police Week to all of those brave men and women out there, honestly, because fuck that.
Being a cop right now is not a job that you see a lot of people running to sign up for.
Right. But, I have a lot of respect for them because, one, they take pride in what they do. So, I support that. They show up with, purpose. No, I mean, I'm not saying like they're all bad, because that's not true. Just because we have a bad apples in some of the force doesn't mean they're all bad. But as a whole, when you scale back and you look at what they face, isn't every day. They when you compare it to the military and what we know, there's an on and off switch, because it's 9 months here, it's a year here, it's a TDY there, it's an FTX here. We get to,
or you're doing a 4-year contract or a 3-year contract, and then you get out. Like, this is their careers, man.
This is every day, Monday through Friday. You can have. I know a buddy of mine. He went through one of his first shootouts. And thankfully he wasn't injured. But he's like, dude, I had to go home and go to my kid's basketball game like right after that, as if nothing happened.
Yeah. That's a hard, you got to compartmentalize, and that is a tough thing to do.
Yeah,
So
and not only do we acknowledge that those wearing the badge um, are doing what they do on behalf of America, keeping us safe, but their families also support as well.
yeah,
They're kind of doing the same thing, kind of just like in Red when we talk about military service members being deployed. Their families go through the same thing. Same thing with police officers and even firefighters here.
and that's an undervalued thing is the sacrifices that the families make. We joke a lot of times in the military about the dependos. It's the hardest job in the military, but there's a level of difficulty that comes with that, and like saying goodbye to your spouse or your family, your brother, mother, father, whatever it is, and saying like, hey, good luck, and then trying to hold that family unit together. That's a difficult thing, man.
Yeah, seeing them struggle with PTSD,
Yeah,
seeing them just come home and block everyone out because they're
while dealing with
overstimulated.
your own mental health,
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
a tough thing. So hats off to those families that hold it together, and to our officers that toe that blue line, man.
Yeah, and to everyone out there that supports just like we do, one thing you're going to hear Grunstall saying a lot going forward is, support those who serve. If you look at all our social media, all of Brandon and his team with their, they're pumping out there is support those who serve content. It's great. It's beautiful. And what we're trying to do with support those who serve is just kind of put faces to those serving, but also, humanize them at the same time with their family and let them know like there's a support element behind that. And we actually there's multiple levels. There's multiple ways to serve.
Yeah.
It's not just military and combat related stuff. There's firefighters, there's police, there's law enforcement, there's EMS, there's dispatching. Everybody that's kind of playing their roles within our community to keep us safe.
Yeah, they are the glue that keeps our communities together. So, did you get it?
No, I fucking missed. Damn. That fly, I'm gonna fucking get it, dude.
Yeah.
I swear.
How did Fly get in the studio in the basement downstairs?
Michael has no control.
Michael's not on this show, but god damn it, Michael.
Fucking Michael. But yeah, it's Police Week. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to our police, and
you
guys deserve more than
more.
a week. Yeah.
A lot more police content and support those who serve content coming down the pipes. We got some good things that we're working on. Can't talk about it yet, but stay tuned.
Yeah.
Some really cool stuff coming out.
Talking about cool things happening. We talked about this the last couple of weeks, and our partnership with the Children of Fallen Patriots. This is your opportunity to give back. We understand times right now are difficult and you can't always give back, but if you are able to, and visit grunstyle.com, you can check out our Memorial Day page where we have our Memorial Day initiative, our tradition, our content. We're partnering with the Children of Fallen Patriots where 100% of our profits for the Never Forgotten shirt will be given to the Children of Fallen Patriots. And what that provides is free education and counseling for their kids so that they can reach their full potential.
So, well, this is a cool way to give back. Not all the time do you have extra money where you can say, hey, man, I can give you guys $25. But you buy a $25 T-shirt, and then 100% of the proceeds from that go to Children of the Fallen Patriots. You're giving back, and you're getting a cool shirt in return. It's a win-win. Everybody wins.
It's a gorgeous design, too.
It is very, very beautiful design.
Visit grunstyle.com. Never Forgotten is the name of the tee. Did you know we're an academy?
Yeah, we are an academy.
We are fucking an academy.
Unbelievable.
Now. So when you're shopping at Academy Sports and Outdoors, any of them across the country, check out the Grunstyle stuff.
Yeah.
There's maybe 14 designs.
Yeah, we've got
designs?
some special designs that we did specifically with Children of the Fallen Patriots that are available only at Academy.
Yeah, so multiple ways to help, this Memorial Day. There's again, we understand times are hard. It's different. 2023 is weird. We see that every year.
It's weirder
and weirder.
Yeah.
But again, great opportunity, great organization. It's been a blast partnering with them. And I want to transition here. I have a note here.
You want to transition? That's brave of you.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
It says Silkies hike - Brandon's thighs.
That's the exact note.
That's the note I have here.
It's Friday. I am leaving as soon as again another weekend where as soon as we hit end stream, I am jumping on an airplane and going to Salt Lake City, Utah for the Irreverent Warriors Silky hike in Salt Lake to throw my thighs around like they were meant to be seen.
You got like a private jet. What TSA access do you get when you make your fucking flight every time? You walk
pre-check, and I just like push people out, like pregnant people, old ladies, kids, like, hey, sorry, I've got to go put shorts on and to put my thighs out.
Are you gonna go in Silkies?
To the airport?
Yes.
Why not? I do everything in Silkies. I'm surprised I'm wearing pants right now.
I
The
asked you
only
to.
reason I am is because HR was like, hey, you get 1 day a week to wear Silkies. That's it.
Fine. So
HR.
you're hanging out with the Reverend Warriors. That's awesome.
Yeah, and we talk about it a lot on here. It's one of our safety brief things. Like the top way that you can be safe is to not kill yourself. And somebody asked me, like,
It's
well,
that
why
easy.
do you, somebody was like, why do you say that? Because, like, as common sense as it seems, it, like, our community especially has lost so many people. More active duty military and veterans have killed themselves than we actually lost in the 20-year war. That's wild.
And it's been
That
20
should
years.
be something that blows people's freaking minds.
It's not getting any better either.
It's not getting any better. So Irreverent Warriors is a foundation that was really designed to bring active duty military and veterans together and build camaraderie and build a community to stop soldier suicide and stop suicide in our communities. So they do these hikes in every big city across the country all year. They're doing one in Frankfurt, Germany.
I've been there. Yeah, nice.
So we sent some gear out there.
Fuck yeah.
We'll be doing one here in San Antonio in November.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
you know,
I want to.
You know what's great about those guys? I don't mean to cut you off,
No.
but like, there's a lot of organizations out there that are awareness, and I'm fucking sick of seeing people that monetize off our deaths. I'm sorry, but with IW, they're prevention.
It's prevention.
They're not awareness. It's prevention.
Awareness is old news. I don't think there's anybody in the world that doesn't know that veterans are killing themselves. Okay.
Yeah. And push-ups don't work, guys.
Yeah. Stop doing 22 push-ups.
Stop
a day.
tagging.
That's not enough push-ups to build muscle, and nobody cares about it anymore. It's old news. Do something that actually stops soldiers from committing suicide. And I say this all the time. Reach out to a buddy. Talk to somebody. We'll get into that later in the safety brief. But yeah, Dan and I will be out at the Salt Lake City IW hike this weekend. Hiking, thighs out, skies out, baby.
I just want to see you guys march 10 miles.
It's going to be rough. Have I trained? Absolutely not. Am I hydrating?
With? Who knows?
No. But I'll be rocking some of the new designs that we launched, some of the new Silkies and the new polo shirts.
Man, those are
Reaper
so sexy, man.
And low-hanging fruit.
Available only on growthstyle.com.
Yeah. So check those out.
Yeah, the prevention. Yeah, like we see, I feel like every day we lose more and more of our brothers and sisters, right?
I feel like almost everybody on the brand team in the last 90 days has been personally affected by a suicide. Tim lost a good friend. I lost a good friend. Gabby lost a friend. It's like, why are we doing this to ourselves? We know that the government isn't going to step in. Private citizens are going to. It's our job to take care of each other, man. So this is how we do that. IW, Irreverent Warriors, is a great organization. If you're a veteran out there, I would definitely tell you to get involved. Find your next closest hike and go out and hike, man. Throw on some Silkies, throw on some boots, and go have a good time. And then afterwards, have a couple drinks and make some friends.
The only time I've actually gone to an IW hike, the amount of boot to skin thigh ratio was fantastic.
It's perfect. Michael, I saw you almost fall out of that chair.
Bro, I'm talking about mental health, and you're trying to get fucked by your chair.
This is the problem with you civilians. Wow.
Fuck vets, cool. I'm joking. But even when you're there at the IW hike, like, it's not like everyone gets turned off by, we're going 10 miles and I haven't ran like 2 miles since the AFT. Man, this is not a race.
It's not a race. And it goes so fast you won't even know it, because you're having a good time. You're making friends. You're joking with people. You're being goofy. You're being silly. And through that stuff, you're saving lives.
Yeah, because you're essentially creating a safe space. Because when you're in the military, when you're in the absolute suck, that's where a lot of the relationships start.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's the fucking suck.
Sitting in a guard tower in the middle of a monsoon in Iraq.
Yeah, 2 a.m. Yeah. I mean, who needs to see further? Yeah, fuck that. But it's that camaraderie we all miss, right? So when you get out of the military, we all feel like there's a sense of there's a piece of us missing. There's an element. We're missing that tribe mentality. IW is just that. It's pretty raw, and it's extremely authentic.
Have you ever read the book Tribe by Sebastian Junger?
No, I've heard of it. What's
it? It's fantastic. in the book, and I would tell everybody to read it. I actually know how to read, kind of.
I don't care what people say about
I
you.
did the
You
audiobook.
try.
But he talks
It's
about
7 hours long.
how humans from the very beginning have built tribes, and the lone wolf never really survives very long outside the tribe, and why it's so important, and how important it is to bring others into our tribe. And that's what we're doing here at Grunt Style, and that's what Irreverent Warriors is doing. And I think it's one of the keys to success for people while they transition out of the military. I know I did it. I got out of the Army and I was like, fuck the Army, fuck the government, fuck everybody that wears a uniform. I want nothing to do with it.
I did it for 3 years, and it was the darkest 3 years.
Yeah, it was. You were miserable, right? Yeah. I was miserable. I sat on the couch. I drank too much. I had no friends, and it was miserable, man. It wasn't until I started plugging myself back into these communities and hanging out with other veterans, people that understood me and understood, who I am and why I am, and that service that we all share. That's when I started to feel happy, and that's when I started to kind of rediscover my purpose in life, and that's what brought me here to Grunt Style. So
yeah, and to be very clear, we are not experts in mental health.
Absolutely not. I'm not an expert in anything.
We're not experts in anything, but we do partner with organizations like AW. In September we have a Suicide Awareness Month, and the foundation is planning to do a lot of content centered around mental health. Super excited. We have a lot of content we're building to support that, and that's kind of what I wanted to kind of hijack the rest of this safety brief, if you will, talk about mental health. I know we were going to talk about other things, but let's shift a little bit.
Let me do one plug-in. A great way to get plugged into the community is to go to community events like Patriotic Festival that we're doing Memorial Day weekend, which is next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be in Norfolk, Virginia. The whole Grunt Style crew is going to be out there. The Grunt Style Foundation, Club Grunt Style. It's free to attend. And then in the evening, there's a concert. If you can't afford tickets,
we got
you. We might know some people that have extra tickets. So, and especially if you're a club member, you're a loyal customer of Grunt Style, come hang out with us. That is a great way, especially on a weekend that's tough for a lot of people in our community. A lot of people hide out at home and kind of bask in like the sadness and darkness.
And a lot of people do that too. Like, oh, it's a day to be sad. Let's respect them. No, fuck you. No,
fuck that. Go out and have a good time, because that's what my buddies would want. My buddies would want me out with a bunch of hot chicks at a country concert with booze. That's what my guys would want.
And that is what Patriotic Fest is.
And that is what I would want for them if I was gone. And so this upcoming weekend, Memorial Day weekend, Norfolk, Virginia, Scope Arena, I think.
I wasn't invited, so
and
I don't know.
Cody Johnson, Sam Hunt, not JD because he wasn't invited.
I don't like country music. I'm sorry, but I'm highly supportive and planned all of the content.
But we'll be there, and that's a great way to supplement your mental health. Get out, be around people.
Yeah, and plus that's a really heavy military community. So I guess what we're kind of getting to is like if you're anywhere near the area. I used to live in Fort Bragg, so Norfolk's a 3-hour hike away. The station in DC, that's a hour hike away. Like there are many areas for you guys to meet, and you don't have to get out of the community, get out of the military and not have the community. You can start meeting people now if you're transitioning, if you're getting out in a year, you're getting out in 6 months, you got out 3-4 years ago and you haven't came out. Like this is a good opportunity to just get involved. Hey, I'm so-and-so. Knowing the Grunt Style team, we're going to be playing some games, doing some bullshit, and we'll ask you to join us. It's that simple. There's no cost. There's no incentive other than good laughs with vets who are looking for a good time.
Good laughs, good times, good people. Those are 3 keys to good mental health.
Yeah. So, I know Grunt Style content, safety brief, full Grunt, we talk a lot of serious stuff, but mental health's important, and I'm tired of our government saying it's not.
Yeah. And, who knows? There might be a chance for you to be on Full Gruntle on Friday. Who knows?
Yeah. You guys plan on going live from Patriotic Fest?
That is the plan.
A couple times. You and Nate should be getting together to give. You guys should get together and just walk the grounds and ask what their safety advice would be.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Nate from TikTok is going to be there.
Yeah.
My boy Nate. So God only knows what kind of trouble we can get into.
So he has his shirt off. You have your thighs showing.
Yeah.
Viewership.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah. I'd all day. It's just a shot from here to here of Nate, and then below the waist for me.
We're live in Patriotic Fest, and it's just your legs.
Yeah.
Beaming white leg.
Maybe I'll catch a tan.
I hope so.
I burn super easy though. I
tan well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? So I guess safety tip this weekend.
So
sunblock.
Wear sunscreen.
Wear some sunscreen.
Yeah, I will be lathered in it.
Well, guys, Brandon, you want to take us into the safety brief?
Yeah, safety brief time, man. Guys, obviously, like I said earlier, one of the best ways to be safe, don't kill yourself. When you feel the walls closing in, when you get sad, when you need that connection, reach out and talk to somebody. And even if you're in a perfectly great place, reach out and talk to your buddies, man. Pick up the phone, make a call, send a text. You never know what the result of that can be.
Mm-hmm. Guys, hit up me and Brandon.
Yeah, hit us up. Slide into the Grunt Style DMs. We can direct you into the right place.
Yep.
Don't drink and drive. If you're going to drink, don't drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink. You've got a magical device in your pocket that can summon a stranger from the internet to give you a ride. It's that easy. It's that simple. Have a plan. Know what you're going to do. Know where you're going. Know who you're going out with. Because when you have a plan, you're less likely to deviate from it and do something stupid like get in a car when you've been drinking. So have a plan. But guys, have a good time. Have a great weekend. Plug in somewhere with IW, with Grunt Style, with some of these other great nonprofits. Anywhere. Be safe. Be smart. Have fun. It's been a long week. You guys all deserve some great downtime and to go out, blow off some steam, and celebrate a little bit. So, yeah. You know, I wanted to touch on something funny that I had read, and it was some of the best excuses to get out of speeding tickets.
Okay, nice.
If you guys do find yourself, safety brief, don't speed, but if you do find yourself in that position, one of the best ones I read was this cop walks up to the car, and it's a fat guy, and he says, "Hey, I'm actually pregnant. I'm on my way to the hospital," and he peed on himself and said, "Oh, look, my water just broke." What do you do in that situation if you're the cop? I think I let the guy go. Like, you just peed on yourself, man. Like,
it's not my problem. Who am I to allow you to break rules? No one told you to break your water on my traffic stop.
That's true. That's true too. Take that shit somewhere else.
Sucks to suck, bro.
All right.
Make sure you get your carpets cleaned.
Oh God.
Michael, do me a favor. I'm a shitbag and I don't have anything to drink. So Brandon here is going to lead our 4-toast salute.
Wow. Yeah. Let's get real close on me.
Take it in tight because he'd smoke that.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
You look good.
Thanks, man. It's a steady diet of energy drinks, alcohol, and carbs.
Stress looks great on you.
Thanks. All right, guys. Let's do the 4-toast salute. To those who served. Cheers.
Cheers.
To those who supported us while we served. Couldn't have done it without you.
Cheers.
To those young bucks still out there carrying the torch of freedom and serving to this day.
Cheers.
And to those that never made it home, we remember you. Cheers. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Safety Brief. JD, it's good to be back, man.
Yeah, we'll see you in a month, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to go run to the airport now.
Bye.
All right, bye.
RED. That's R-E-D. As in, remember, everyone deployed. Simple enough on the surface, but what do the words mean? It means that even today, right now, someone, somewhere, is going to miss a birthday. A loved one's passing, the birth of their first son. Someone's brother, a son, daughter, sister, mother, or father. Someone is far away, even today, and we must never, ever forget them.